Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. Today we are talking the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I was not going to buy this palette. I really had no interest in it. It's not my color story. Usually I really go for the really warm palettes with coppers and cranberries and golds and rusts. And this is not that color story at all. And then I watched Mel Thompson, and I really trust Mel's opinions, especially when it comes to quality of palettes. And she could not say enough good things about this palette. And so as a reward for losing a few more pounds and keeping it all off, I went ahead and treated myself. And spoiler alert, I am so glad I did. I have been reaching for this palette. I have been wearing it so much. It's so easy, especially in these times of COVID where sometimes my eyes are the only thing that is showing. I just wanted kind of a more subdued look. And there's a lot of one and done or one or two and done combinations in this palette, which are really, really fabulous. So let me do some swatches for you. I'm going to start in the first column and work my way across. These don't have names. They have locations. So here on that first column is center eyelid, smoke, and also center eyelid. And so you can see this top one has a little, almost a pinky cast to it, and then a really beautiful matte, and then the center eyelid color I feel like reads even more gold than it appears in the palette. There are a few shades in this palette that are like that. Like you look at them in the pan and then you get them on and you really do have to swatch them and try them out to see the true color that you're going to get from them. All right, the second column. All right, we've got a shimmer that is intended for the outer eyelid, blend, a nice matte, and a dark brown that has a little shimmer to it. It is not a full shimmer, but it has a little bit. It's not just a straight matte. Again, a really dark brown. This is almost a gray brown, kind of a pinky cast to this shimmer. And then this one, I'm not sure how it's reading on the monitor. It actually is a little bit gold, a really like what? Not white gold because that's silver, but it's a whitish gold. Moving on to the fourth column. All right, again, another light, good transition or crease shade, a beautiful silver, and a nice kind of gray graphite color. And that really is one of my favorite colors in this palette. And then the last column, getting all cleaned up here. All right, a light matte, they call it a transition shade. You could also use this brow highlight, a really bold silver, and a really pretty soft gold. So those are the shades in this palette. And let me just show you the pans. I'm just going to do one look for you, kind of keep this a quick video, so hang on for that. So the shades in here don't have names. They have locations. So center of the eyelid, outer corner, transition, crease. Some people have said, hey, I don't need that. But you know what? For me, it doesn't hurt. I do like some guidance. Am I going to strictly follow that? No. But I don't get my undies in a knot about it. It does make it a little bit hard to do something like this, though, where I'm trying to tell you what shade I'm using. But we will do our best and we'll get through this. So I am going to go in with the crease shade that is on the top row. And this is a Reefer 13 brush. And I have started doing my crease color a little higher on the outside. So here on the inner half, I am doing it in my natural crease and working it up a bit. But on the outer edge, I am working it up a little higher. And I feel like what that's doing for me is giving the illusion of more space there. And these mattes really do blend very nicely. Okay. So that's what that looks like. Now I'm going to go in with the transition shade that was right next to that. Same brush. And I'm just going to kind of go underneath it with most of it and then work it up over it. So it's not really lightening. I feel like it's just giving it a really nice blended look. No skips or anything. Now I'm going to go for the center of my eyelid, and I'm going to use the silver one, center of the eyelid here. And you know what? I always just prefer using my finger for this, especially, you know, a shimmer or a celestial or anything that's not a matte. I feel like just that little bit of oil you've got on your finger helps it pick up and lay down so much better. And so you can see I've just tapped it there a little bit more than just the center of my eyelid, but that is the primary place that it's gone down. Now I'm going to take kind of a flatter, dense brush. This is a Reefer 2, and I am going to go with the outer eyelid, this shade here, picking up a little bit there, and I am just from the bottom of that crease color down to the lash line. That is really where I'm packing that color in. And you can see that that outer crease color is not nearly as different looking as it looks in the pan. There's those two colors in the pan, and it looks like it would be a lot darker, but it's not, and I like that. Now, this is a Morphe M432. It's a flat brush, and that's what I like for doing under my lower lashes. And I'm going to pick up the center eyelid color again and go 2/3 of the way with that. And then I'm going to pick up that outer, again, that outer lid color, and just do kind of the outer third and tie it in with what I was doing up above. Okay. And I see that line when I was bringing it in got a little harsh, so I'm just going to buff that out. This is a Sonia Cusack brush. It's such a pretty palette. Just loving it. All right, then I have a teeny tiny, this is a Reefer 03, Reefer. It's got that long accent over the E. I'm not a linguistic specialist, but to me that says it's a long E, so Reefer. Anyway, let's see, let's go with, I am going to use this center eyelid color for the inner because I'm just going to be a rebel like that. And just mostly do it on the lid. That inner part of the lid, but a little bit into the corner, just a little bit. I don't really want to have my makeup looking like a YouTube makeup today. You know what I mean? All right. So when I'm looking at that, it's a little bit lighter than I was intending. So I am going to try the little bit more silver inner color, inner corner, just to go over that. And that's making it really bright. Okay. Not what I had in mind. No fear. Let's, you know what, before I correct that, I'm just going to take a little bit of that last inner color and just do my brow bone a little bit. Get that in there. I do have to go to the post office today. Are you feeling like that? Like really any errand that you need to do, you need to go out is an excuse to try to have some sense of normalcy. It's like, ooh, I get to put makeup on today. Anyway, just buffing. And now I'm going to go back to that same little reefer brush with that center eyelid silver. Pick up a little bit of that and just mute that a little bit. There. I think that's better. Okay, I'm gonna pop off for eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. And here is the final look. I used the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Earthquake and Milk Kush mascara. I have really been loving this palette. I'm very surprised by that. And I have a little confession here at the end. I actually shot this video almost 2 months ago, but this part that I'm shooting right now, the end and the intro, somehow I deleted those by accident. And so I've been really frustrated that I did that, and it has just taken me a while to come back and reshoot the beginning and the end so that you could enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a really fantastic day.